Hey everybody, Cinephile Mike is here, and it is day 46 of Award Season Review Season 3. 97 reviews coming at you in 97 days, covering many of the films up for award recognition this season. Now, as some of the films I am showing you may still be in theaters or awaiting a theatrical re-release, all the information I provide to you is current within 7 days of recording and posting. Now, for those of you in the know, that includes the critical response, the box office information, insight into the film's awards run so far, my predictions on nods or wins it may get, and as always, these reviews are spoiler free. Also, make sure you check out my website, cinephilemike.com, for the ever important Where Can I Watch It Spreadsheet 2024 edition, where you can see the nominations and wins for all the films I talk about here and all the other ones that I don't have time to get to. You can also find out how to watch each and every one of them from a streaming service on your couch to a theater near you. So, we are halfway through our seventh theme week, and we are looking at the rest of the Critics' Choice. Mostly. All 7 films that I'm looking at this week have been nominated for at least one Critics' Choice Award, and possibly others. We will see how these 44 films competing for the prizes shake out when the awards happen later this month. So, today we are looking at Netflix's Maria, written by Stephen Knight and directed by Pablo Larrain. Maria was released on Netflix last month, and actually, this is rare for a Netflix film when I discuss them, but I actually have some box office information to share. The worldwide take for this film is coming totally from the international market. There's no domestic box office numbers, but internationally and worldwide, the film has made so far $2,627,327. Critically, the film is certified fresh on both sides, though on a little lower end than the higher numbers we've had lately this week. With 170 critic reviews, the film currently sits with a 74% rating, and from over 250 audience reviews, the film sits with a popcorn meter score of 64%. Now, award season wise, as with Lorraine's last 2 biopics of Spencer with Kristen Stewart and Jackie with Natalie Portman, he wraps up sort of this trilogy of powerful, influential 20th century women with Angelina Jolie in the lead role of the diva Maria Callas, or La Callas. And she has been the award's focus of the film, along with the costumes, which are its 2 nominations for the Critics' Choice Award, Best Actress for Jolie and Best Costume Design for Massimo Contini Perini. The film has also received over a dozen other accolades. Perini is nominated for Excellence in Costuming a Period Film by the Costume Designers Guild, the Satellite Awards, and various critics' circles and festivals. Jolie was also nominated for Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Drama at the Golden Globe Awards, Best Actress at the Astra Awards, and was the winner of the Tribute Award for Performer at the Gotham Awards for her interpretation of Maria, in addition also to various nods at various critic circles and festivals. So what's this film about? Well, Maria, as he did with Jackie and Spencer, Lorraine does not chronicle the entire life per se of the individual, but a short period of time where that individual has time to reflect on the past. Now, in this case, mini spoiler, Maria takes place during the singer's last week before her untimely passing. Now, at this point, Callis, now living in Paris, is suffering from various ailments that have led her to take a daily dose of various prescription drugs, even to her own detriment. Her staff, her beloved butler Ferruccio, played by Pierfrancesco Favino, and her cook Bruna, played by Alba Rohrwacher, are there to care for her and ultimately raise their concerns about what is happening. But Maria just wants them to let her be. She isn't rude, she isn't mean, but she is, for all intents and purposes, look, she's done. She's where she wants to be. She's planning to potentially make a return to the stage, but we find her at a point where she has lost her voice. Not necessarily, literally, although in some cases, but also metaphorically. However, while she tends to avoid her fans and her press, she has agreed oddly to do a final interview with a reporter, Mandrax, played by Cody Smith McPhee, whom she will meet with regularly to reflect on her life and her career from all of the great concert halls she has performed, as well as the arias that she has done, and on her loves, including her most well-known relationship with Aristotle Onassis, here played by Haluk Bilginer. As she walks the streets of Paris over the course of several days with Mandrax, after all, she prefers to walk rather than to just sit, we will see the highs and lows that lead to that tragic day. However, the lines between dream and reality become harder to see as we see the effects of this, for lack of a better term, medicinal cocktail, and what's real and what's not. And what makes this fascinating is it's almost like it's not a thriller per se, but it is kind of like Maria is kind of like this unique, kind of like a psychological thriller a bit in a sense, how Lorraine chooses to frame the narrative. I mean, this was a method he employed a little bit as well. I remember talking about Spencer being one of the best horror films of the year when I reviewed it. And while the film veers into some particularly interesting ways, what really keeps you gripped and makes this film watchable, because there are a few pockets that are a little slow and don't move very well, but this committed performance by Angelina Jolie is so powerful. Scarred, fractured, secretive, and yet strong and sometimes weak, her Maria Callas is all of this and so much more. Is grace personified and carries herself beautifully as the opera diva. The 6 months that she spent preparing to learn how to sing the vocals in the film are revelatory, and Jolie shows that she is a force to be reckoned with. And in her first film in 3 years, coming after the poorly received Those Who Wish Me Dead and Marvel's Eternals, which I want to say I was a fan of Eternals, though I know I was not in the majority there. This is a welcome return to the screen for her. It's not a comeback. She never left. She's just been working on different things, directing different projects, but it was nice to see her back commanding on the screen. And the vocals were very impressive, where I almost had to stop and think, wait, is that her or a recording? She gives a 5-star performance. That's not my final rating on the film. You've seen it in the notes, or I'll get to it, but she's incredible. She dances through this journey, also, I have to say, in some of the most luxurious and stunning costumes, whether these are recreations of real Callis pieces or the ones that were designed and created for the film. Again, she's nothing but poise personified. Now, Knight's script, it's a little uneven because it plays with the tone of certain events, and you almost wish he would choose a little bit of a specific direction to go in. Again, thanks to such a wonderful performance by Jolie, the film works. I have to say, in addition to Perini's gorgeous costumes, the production design by Guy Hendricks Dias is stellar. Callis's home is grandeur on top of grandeur. And when you watch this film, tell me you wouldn't want to collapse into one of the chairs or couches that are in this home. So, does Maria have any Oscar chances? Well, I feel Jolie will hear her name called without question for Best Actress. Is it her category to win? I mean, probably not. I mean, she's a serious contender. It's her first nomination in 16 years, her first since 2009's nomination for Changeling. So a nomination, definite. A win, these acting races are a little tricky. The lead ones are a little tricky to call this year. Marini could also hear his name when they announce the nominees for Best Costume Design. They are wonderful. And it is worth saying that the film did make the Oscar shortlist for Best Makeup and Hairstyling, so we don't want to count that one out. Aside from those, I don't really feel that there's anything else on tap for Maria this season. In all, Maria is, Jolie is stupendous, but the film itself is a 3-star film for me. Some of the setup and execution is a little muddied and the film drags at times, but she's wonderful and worth the watch. And as I said, if you'd like to watch Maria, it is streaming exclusively on Netflix. So there you have it. 46 down, 51 to go. As always, if you like what you heard here today, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop a comment, spread the word. You can follow me, Cinephile Mike, on all social media platforms and on Letterboxd. And again, find lots of great information at my website, cinephilemike.com. Until next time, everyone, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.